All right, I got a bunch of these. These shouldn't take long. There's just a lot of them. We're just going to fire through them, okay?
Yep.
When did you know you were fast?
Oh, jeez. I didn't. I guess when I was at lacrosse running track, I wasn't fast then.
All right. Favorite player, Packer player as a kid?
Probably Paul Kaufman.
Oh, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Nice.
Favorite track athlete?
Carl Lewis.
One of the best. One of the best. So you say you like Bill. We don't like Billy, William. Well, what's your middle name?
Which one?
That's what I want to get to. You got two.
Yeah. No, Trevor has no idea.
I knew you had one. Why do you have two?
Because that's what I was given. I don't get to choose my names.
Like if somebody said William Frederick Otto Schrader, you get in this house, were you just in all kinds of trouble?
Yeah, that just look at me biting my teeth. I'm already thinking, what did I do wrong? I'm starting to sweat.
Oh, that's funny.
Know how it happens. Give me the best place to go eat dinner in Sheboygan if I'm passing through town.
Oh God, it's been so long since I've been there. Rocky Rococo's.
Good.
Yeah, good.
I'll pull out the Ryan Longwell Applebee's and I'll say Rocky Rococo's.
There you go. That's always good. They used to have a pizza called the Garden of Eaton, which was just veggies. Who would want to eat that? Who set their school high jump record in a meet at Sheboygan South in 1983?
High jump? I'm going to go with John Anderson.
This guy right here.
Yes.
6'8" ¼ Bring it on, people.
Okay.
Give me three teammates in your career in the NFL that you'd like on a 4x4 squad with you.
Don Beebe, Travis Jervey, and Brian Satterfield.
Boom. And you guys what would you run? 304?
Are you talking about a 4x1 or a 4x4?
4x4.
Oh, good Lord. I would never run the 4x4.
All right. We'll go 4x1 and say you ran sub 40. Good for you. Speaking of sub 40, your career passer rating is 39.6. You threw it once. What the hell was that play?
And it was completed out of bounds. I had one play. Of course, when you're fast, they want to do the reverse pass play with you.
Yep.
Got to do it once in Green Bay, once in Detroit. In Green Bay, the receiver fell down, so I didn't get to throw it. And in Detroit, it was another receiver that was actually from Michigan. And I said, no matter what, I'm throwing this ball. I want to have a perfect passer rating in my career before I retire.
Right.
And I threw the ball, and he was dragging his feet out of bounds. He caught it, but it was out of bounds. And I was just like, oh.
Who was it?
You can look that one up. That can be your.
All right. How many times did you catch a pass from Brett Favre that you did not even know you were open?
All of them. There's a handful of those. Yeah. There's times where he'll throw you the ball where you're triple covered and somehow he'll get it to you. He throws the ball hard.
Oh,
broken pinkies.
Busted. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tim Kirkshin always used to say that if he faced Randy Johnson in a batting cage, the number of balls he'd put a bat on would be 0. So like if Brett really humped one, how many of those could Trevor and I actually catch?
Probably a few of them, because what he's going to do is he's going to aim for your chest right here, and he's going to put that little star of the football on your chest.
All right.
You'll catch him.
You're going to catch him either way.
Yeah.
Very good. It'll stick in you. Do you remember the first time you were on SportsCenter?
I think it was for Plays of the Week when we played against the Dolphins, and I caught a pass and I was running to the end zone. I jumped from the 5-yard line, and the two guys came through and smashed me, and I did a somersault and landed in the end zone. And I think that was top plays when they did the top 5 plays of the week. And I think that was one of the few times.
Fantastic. The Brewers have a radio guy named Bill Schroeder. He apparently he mispronounces his last name. Do you have more career catches or does he have more career hits?
Oh, good Lord.
Hmm.
He's got more hits.
You have 304 catches. He had 303 hits.
All right. Now I got to meet him.
That's cool. That's cool.
And the last one I have is I texted Derek Mays last night for a Bill Schroeder story. Which one did he tell me?
Oh, God. It has to be with being his roommate. Something that has to do with his roommate.
All right, here it is. You can tell me. I'm going to call it up. It is not that. He said you jinxed him on Monday Night Football.
And what did I say?
He said that tonight Randy Moss came through at Lambeau and tore us up. Rainy night, we're losing. Mike H. was mad as shit. Our main returner, Roll Preston, had cramps, was drinking the night before, couldn't go. Billy was the backup. I was punt safe. We had a third down stop on defense in a fit. Mike calls off Billy, calls me to go return. I just come off to a big game against Carolina. He said, anyway, I go out there, grab my helmet. Billy shouts, hey, D, don't get yourself hurt. Antonio Freeman, Travis Jervey are like, man, don't say that kind of thing. I go out, I field the punt, run towards my old college roommate to have him tackle me nice and soft. And while I hit the ground, some fool flies over the pile, hits me late, tears up my knee, and I tear an MCL.
Sorry, D.
He blames you.
Nah.
He has never told me that story.
He can't believe it. See, there you go. He's probably been hiding this from you. He didn't want to ruin your relationship. Now I've just outed everybody on this thing.
Oops.
D Mays, I thought we were boys.
And then he just came through. He's got a son. He's got a son who can play basketball. He's really good. Before we let you go, because I love the track, brag about your son. I know your daughter graduated. Congratulations. Diploma's good. We want to have that.
She's in med school. She's in med school in Madison right now.
Even better. So she's gonna make way more money than your son because he's gonna be a track guy. But tell me about Luke because he's really good right now on a really good team. Also,
thank you. The team is unbelievable. They graduated nobody from winning nationals last year, and they have a lot more stud athletes this year. They're going to be really good this year, and Luke is. He has really put in the work this offseason. He's been doing fantastic, and his times have just plummeted from last year. He's really been working with his coaches there, coming back home, working with me, and he has dropped already 0.36 seconds from last year in the hurdles, which is an eternity. Mm-hmm. And he's almost a full second faster in the 200 from where he was at this point. And, we just hope he stays healthy. He does have a few health issues and that he's been dealing with for many years, but he's putting in the work. He's a great student. He's a great teammate, great friend, great son. And, it's, again, I know this podcasts air all the time, but he runs tomorrow, and I really hope he does extremely well. He has some big goals like his dad used to have all the time. And let's put it this way. I get asked this question all the time too. Who's faster? And he is faster in every sprinting event that I've done so far that he has done, but he hasn't beaten me in the jumps. So that's the only thing I've left.
You got that going. By the way, even if they win another national championship, you go like, call me when you win 6.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Like they won outdoor last year, right? Lacrosse.
They won indoor last year.
Okay.
They took second outdoor.
All right. Yeah. You can just say like, all right, cool. We only won 6, but have at it. By the way, Trevor, D3 track right now is owned in our state because Lacrosse is 1, Oshkosh is ranked 2, and Eau Claire is number 3.
There's not many D3 sports that aren't owned by the state of Wisconsin. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Well,
we got
this conference really is superior to most states in almost every sport, and there's a lot of great athletes that because we don't have any Division II schools here in Wisconsin, that a lot of these athletes just get passed over and they mm-hmm. stay in state schools. And as much as I joke around with people who go to other schools. It's a phenomenal conference. I mean, you go to that conference track meet, and you're going to see some amazing times. And a lot of those people are going to be running at that national meet.
There you go,
Can you still
Trev.
dunk? Can you still dunk?
53 years old. Can't do it.
That's one of my greatest childhood memories. I know I mentioned this to you off the air, but you and a bunch of Packers came and played basketball at Jefferson High School, and that's all I can picture. Jumping out of the gym. Bill was jumping out of the gym. It was ridiculous.
I miss those
For a
days.
kid.
I was going to say, I miss the track days, not so much just because of the performances. I just miss being kind of young and bendy and athletic, those kind of things, right? Like it's not even so much the speed that I miss. The flexibility is the thing that I would like to be when I was 19. I could do about anything. Now it's a constant right? Just to get loose.
Funny.
So
and
anyway,
I hear it from my son all the time. It's like he's such a competitive kid, and he's always trying to compare himself to me because now he's at lacrosse, the record boards. He's trying to break all my records. Their 4x1 team last year. Now they were national champions, set a national record. So obviously they're really fast. The first time he runs on this team, he comes off. And I'm like, "Great job, son! Great job!" Give high fives to everybody. He comes and whispers in my ear. He goes, "Sorry, Dad, we just knocked you off the top 10 list."
There you go.
At lacrosse.
Yeah, they broke 40, right? They ran sub 40, which is pretty studly.
They're going to be amazing this year. So
there you go, Bill Schroeder. Thank you so much, man. Maybe we get rid of Trevor and then we'll talk more about this lacrosse team and the track team and all these other things because I find that way more fascinating than catching passes. But that's just me.